this is about a guy who.
That line is said like 6 or 7 times.
Test, test, test. You guys say something so I know that it works.
Roadhouse.
Perfect. Roadhouse, really? Okay.
That's
So,
actually easy.
It's going to be bigger.
hi everybody. Welcome to Ghost Table
Thanks, Danielle.
Guild. If you're new here, welcome. So excited that you found us. If you're not new here, welcome back. Where you guys, the viewers, can change the game in real time by donating over to our Extra Life campaign that is in support of Children's Miracle Network over in Augusta, Georgia. So we're currently sitting at $99. From $1 all the way up to $1,000 to TPK the party. So shit happens when you party with your pants off. Also a reminder, players get nat 20s for some reason all the fucking time, and I do 10 push-ups, reduced from 20 because y'all are way too much. And when I roll a nat 1 as a DM, I also do some 10 push-ups. So, all that being said, thank you so much for being here tonight. And Katie, you want to take it away with the recap?
Boy, would I love to. This recap is brought to you by me. I didn't choose to be here, but I'm here anyway.
That's a lie. That's a whole ass
You
lie.
totally chose to be
Yeah,
here.
you wanted to be here.
This is false
I
advertising.
thought this was my recap.
Oh, my bad. My bad. She's right. Everyone shut the fuck up. It's Katie's time.
Fine. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, we left our party last episode in the middle of the desert after having had to flee a small town in the borderlands when they realized they were being pursued by someone named Zephian, a man who was significant to them in some way, although only Erebron had ever met him previously. In the middle of a sandstorm, there's a quick, limited, tiny hut thrown up by a very intelligent and quick-thinking wizard. And the party had some time to camp out, get a little short rest in, and think about what their next steps were going to be. It was agreed that going to meet Zephyr in the North Canyon, where he had sent a message for them to meet him, was probably not the best idea, and Lorelei suggested that the party go to Selune, a border town where they would have some contacts, might be able to make some moves from there. In the middle of the sandstorm, some members of the party began to be affected by a magical quality to it, and began sharing memories as if compelled. So we learned a little more about random details of the party. Neve, meanwhile, had a vision of the moon goddess, Selune, speaking to her and telling her that she needed to go back finally gone, there is a knock on the dome, and some red eyes began to appear. Some negotiation from me allowed for a diplomatic meeting. The tiny hut was dropped, and we met to speak. Neve asked if this reptilian-faced creature was a dragon rider, and that was exactly the wrong thing to say. Combat ensued, and the creature fled into the desert. The party decided to follow it and found a sand-covered ruin, and upon entering it, experienced a vision telling the story of how a nearby village had been raided by dragon riders, how the women and children had been pulled into the ruins and trapped there with a giant arachnid creature that would come to take them every night as tribute, that the dragon riders came in and fought with this creature, giving giving a few of the captives time to flee. And it turns out that this creature that had come to the party is one of these captives, that they have now changed and sort of combined their form with the spider, and have changed for the purpose of obtaining justice for their people. Valerian, cleric of Ouijas, helped to guide the souls of the rest of the captives to a more peaceful plane of existence, and the creature decided to stay to protect the land where their village once was. With that, they gave Ervon 2 stones, a history stone and a peacekeeper's stone, as well as a brick, and the ruins began to rise, the sand clearing away and unveiling a pristine temple of Selune. And that is just about where we left off. So,
Without further
now,
ado.
take it away, Game Master.
Aw, stop it, you. Good job. Thank you. We
That
appreciate
was great. Well done.
it. So,
I'm questioning, was I there?
what's that? Okay. Check Ervon, Valerian, and Neve give me a Arcana. Arcana
Ervon
check.
A what check?
Arcana.
Arcana. 16.
11.
16 as well.
Okay. You recognize one of the stone or both the stones as magical in nature, Neve. You're not really sure, Valerian, what one of them is, but you are very aware of what a history stone is. It's just an oral tape of history. It tends to follow you about and everything. Stand by. Pull up my new PC, my stuff. You know, just leave. Did I not add it to your guys' stuff?
I thought you added it to somebody's
I
inventory, but I'm not
could have.
positive.
Yeah, hold on. Maybe I added it to yours.
It's not in mine, so maybe Neve's.
No, it's not yours. Okay. Well then, I will add it to Neves really quick. Add. There it is. So the history stone informs you when it has knowledge of a location, a group of people, or basic history and other information on each major group of the Westlanders. But there's very little in helping with specific cultures and subcultures in each thing. So it functionally gives you a +9 history check with key set knowledge, meaning it has been preset with knowledge of this one place. Think of it kind of like a Pokédex. And it can recall important facts on a current location. To roll on a place that you aren't currently at, roll it on the D100 to determine if the stone is able to override. So
Who's got that?
history
Is
stone.
that Neve got that?
Yeah,
I've got
Neve
that.
has it.
Yeah, cool, sweet, nice. Nice, very nice.
And then Erevan, you are aware of a peace stone, specifically what it is, which is a language. It's a translator. It only is translates what's in it currently. You have identify, right, Neve?
Yes.
Okay. The Peacekeeper Stone is a pebble-like object that floats by the attuned person's ear and translate any language it is programmed to translate. It is an expert in the four narrow academic, and this stone is fluent in all four of the basic Westlander languages: Grasandi, Masandi, Kosandi, and Wasasandi. It also has a +9 intelligence check on translating in real time if there is a delay or mishap in the dialect. Basically, there's like Spanish, and then there's Puerto Rican Spanish. So it might not always translate exactly the same.
Region, etc.
And given the area or where in which you found it, you can assume, Erevan, that this might be a little bit older dialect. You're not really quite sure how much older.
Okay. Can I tell the specific language?
It has all four in them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely loaded. This is a very rare stone.
The other brick that we found.
Get fucked. Stand by. It is an ancient battery.
Okay.
Similar to how a rod of absorption works, this ancient brick-like stone shimmers occasionally and pulses with a faint but constant vibration of magical force. While holding this brick-like stone, you can use your reaction to absorb a spell that is targeting only you and not with an area effect. The absorbed spell's effect is cancelled, and the spell's energy, if not the spell itself, is stored in the rod. So if it's like a level 5 spell, fireball, not fireball because that's an area effect, but level 5 scorching ray or some shit that's pointed at you, it'll cancel out that spell and then store a level 5 spell.
Okay.
The energy has the same level as the spell when it was cast. The stone can absorb and store up to 50 levels of energy over the course of its existence. prepared. Or no. You can create spell slots only if a level equal to or lower. So if you have only level 4, you can't convert a level 5. But yeah, it can only store up to a maximum of level 5 spells. You use the stored spell levels in its place, but otherwise cast the spell as normal. For example, you can use 3 levels stored in the stone for level 3 spell slot. It can also be used in anti-magic areas. What you guys have is it is essentially an ancient artifact. This is Neve. Give me a history check with advantage. And you as well, Valerian.
26.
What was it?
History check with advantage.
Thank you.
15?
Yeah, you both are aware. Yeah, this what you have, it's like having a dinosaur bone. Neve, you would know this actually used to power ancient machines back in the day. Like this is a small one in comparison, but this is a small piece of a bigger whole.
I'll relay what I know about it to everyone, just because. And Neve, I think you'll probably get the most use out of this. So I think it would be important that you hold on to it.
That's the Peacekeeper stone?
This battery.
Oh, this battery?
Yes. You're a spellcaster, so I feel you're probably best suited for using this. Or perhaps
I can
Valerian.
definitely put it to use Valerian as well. If I would say I have the ability to counteract spells aimed at me already, so I would think maybe Valerian.
I don't disagree with that. You're absolutely right.
Alright, Valerian, I'm adding it to your inventory right now.
There's a lot of information. I'll have to read it again.
Looks like I got another something just now. Thank you.
Yeah, I assumed that wouldn't work with Divine Smite.
Thank you, Wolf ate sheep. Wink.
I know who that is.
I know who that is too. Alright, booyah. It has been added. You can refresh your page. It should be on there.
Right.
Now, the thing is, with this, you're going to have to remember that you have it on there. I'm going to put a sticky to remember, but just remember you have it on there because it won't negate automatically on here because fuck you, I guess. That's why.
Sounds about right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Boom. All right. So.
We also have this stone that can be attuned to translate on Wasteland languages. This would be useful potentially for you, Erevan, or for Doss, someone who will be speaking a lot.
I have no problem using it.
Okay, so I'll hand that to you.
Okay. And then, so this history stone is basically like a tape, essentially, with recorded information on it. And do you have to attune to it to access that information?
Yes. Ooh, no, I don't think so. No.
No, I don't have it. In my inventory, it doesn't say it needs to be attuned.
the one stipulation on it, it's you don't need it to be attuned, but if Neve is the one who activates it, it's gonna be the one. Neve's gonna be the one who's gonna hear it.
So to report back to the location, can I hold and I'm not sure exactly how to activate it, but can I try using it on this temple?
Yeah. The history stone?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead and you're gonna roll history and then you're gonna add the +9 for that.
Is that in addition to my proficiency?
Mm-mm, this is just itself.
Okay. 22.
As it goes up, just a big flash comes over the room and it just and in the most Poindexter-like voice, you immediately start getting information about this temple being a temple of Selune. It is 1,000 years old and has been here since before the tragedy. It has only been able to stand due to the magic nature in which it was created. Abandoned long once the tragedy, the Great Doom, happened. It has been forgotten about since, but has not been forgotten about Selune.
Well, that works.
You learn anything interesting?
That this temple is 1,000 years old. It was abandoned after the great tragedy, the Great Doom, and if it weren't for magic, would be collapsing on top of us right now. But so nothing too interesting that we didn't, not much we didn't know already, but still. Okay, so now we have
Starts giving you more information out too as well on things as it kind of starts floating around different statues, and it's like, this is Saint Jobajaba Boo Boo, who totally saved a bajillion kids from a fire because they're that awesome. This is Saint blah blah blah, and it's just, as you're explaining this, it's just going on about who these statues are, even though some of them you can't really make out anymore what they used to be. Some have just been weathered from time, the sands of some sorts. But it does stop at one point at an altar and explains that this is where people would do their offerings to keep the magic and the spirit of Selune alive.
does it say what kind of offerings were typical?
It starts listing off pretty much anything that is able to be given. This is very similar to the Jesus and the lady at the well parable of the old lady gave the last only like one coin because it was the only thing she had, versus the rich man who gave like $100 and one weighed more than the other because it's all the old lady had, versus this guy only gave a little. So the state of the temple typically told of what was needed to be sacrificed. Over here we have marble walls made of marble, pulled in by elephants. This is volcanic rock found in the ancient times of the Hallelujahs, where they used to worship lava people.
This is some fascinating world building. I'd like to know more about Saint Jabba.
You can absolutely fuck right off.
So, all right, we've done what we came to do. Where are we heading next? Are we turning back around and trying to find Talim? Are we going back to the swamp to try and break this curse on you, Lorelei? Are we going to the North Canyon to meet Zephyr? We have a lot of options.
Lorelei's wandering off, just staring at some statues and stuff.
Lorelei, that's not even one of the greater sins.
Oh. It's still dirty.
Well, I just mean,
What a
I
weird place
think we
to
are ill
worship.
prepared to go to the canyons and face the Zephyr.
I agree.
What? Are you guys kidding me right now? Oh, you're not kidding. You're so serious. Okay. All right. You know, I have a tough
Most
age,
of the
too.
time.
How often do I kid you?
I always think you're joking, but, you know, I've been wrong before.
Yes.
Don't you think it's weird that they worship the moon out here?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Don't they worship the sun?
Well, some do, but I mean, where I come from, there's...
Yeah, of course, where you come from, but this is the wastelands. Like, ooh, sun, fire, air.
All very important things that's what you're used to, as opposed to the bustle of the city.
Do you think there was a city here? Ask the thing if
Who
there's a
knows?
city here.
Right. I'll ask the history stone if there was a settlement here.
It immediately starts spewing about moon elves, actually. Dates back to 2,000 years, where they had initially settled here. Original sect, following the sun gods.
So there was a city founded by moon elves?
They were actually converted sun elves. Now, sun elves, as far as everybody knows, they're extinct. They no longer exist. They were killed off. They were the last rebellion against the dragons. That sect specifically, because they went into hiding, essentially. And when they turned to Selune, they built the temple, and she protected them against those who wished them harm.
Lorelei, you actually were onto something. There were moon elves here. A sect of sun elves converted, followed Selene, built the temple 2,000 years ago.
The city used to be called Luna Lista, by the way.
Did you happen to glean any information on what happened here?
It's on the state the temple was in, I assume nothing
I
good.
can't imagine, other than what you call it, the Great Doom.
That's how it was referred to, the Great Doom, the Great Tragedy. But if they came 2,000 years ago and the temple was abandoned 1,000 years ago, or wait, was it that it was abandoned 1,000 years ago, or that it was 1,000 years old?
It is 1,000 years old, and the Great Doom happened shortly after.
Okay.
So they had lived for 1,000 years before they had officially turned to Selune.
Okay. So
Yeah, everybody, you guys all know collectively, it's world history. The Great Doom some people believe it to be, it's fact that happened. Other people no, that place has always been a desert. Essentially, the Wastelands was once a green, lush place, and something happened, whether it was demon worshippers or climate change or the gods got pissed off, something happened and turned the whole place barren.
It's just calamity.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you were right. There was a city here of moon elves.
I knew it. Did you guys hear that?
You didn't know it's.
I was right. I was right though.
That's very odd. I haven't been in a building built by moon elves in a long time.
It's enough. Woo! Starts running around. I say we should go to Talim though.
My vote is for Talim as well. We need to move forward. And like I said, if we're going to be facing Zapian, then we're just not ready.
Yeah, I agree. I think moving forward, we should look to see if we can make any contacts, find some information, and then move to leave, not drawing any attention possibly to ourselves.
And we need to learn more about Zapian, because even in the event that we kill him, he will come back.
What do you mean he's gonna come back?
I've already killed Zapian once.
She's looking around at all of you.
We knew this. Did you not know this?
No!
Were you? Oh, that must have been when you were unconscious still.
What the hell?
Yes.
And it came at great cost, so.
You. Okay. Start from the beginning. What? She just plops down. Crisscross applesauce.
Originally, the Dragon Knights were sent out to find the Zephyr of Death and put an end to him. I led a lot of soldiers to go find this man. In doing so, I met with some of the wildlings, particularly one Kofir. And between the Dragon Knights and Kofir's people, we tried to take this Zapian down. I succeeded, but I don't exactly know how. Something happened to me, and whatever happened to me killed almost everyone around us. I know this is foggy and the details are hazy, but something awoke inside of me. And the Zapian seems to have tapped into all of us. There's more to us than we realize and that we understand. And if we are going to face this man and kill him for real, we need to know who we are as much as we need to know who he is.
I know who I am.
You know who you are now.
Aragon.
Yes.
Sorry to cut you up. Aragon, why is it that you think that you lived and all your party died?
I almost didn't. If it wasn't for Kovir and his people, I wouldn't have. I fell essentially to what should have been my death. And I was barely alive when they found me, and they nursed me back to health. Again, something happened there that I don't understand. I've only heard secondhand stories of what had happened, but apparently I burst into wings and there was some sort of explosion that killed Zaphian, but also a lot of my men.
Okay, if no one else is going to ask, I will. What are the chances of you exploding and killing the people around you again?
I kind of agree. That's kind of a thing. What do you mean, kind of exploded and everyone else around you died? I like living and not being exploded. That's kind of a thing. That's a bugaboo for me, bro.
This is precisely why we need to know who we are and who he is before we face him again.
You keep
Because
saying who we are. What do you, like, we are who we are. In fact, I don't... Honestly, there's like a bunch of people I called, and there's other people that could have been here, though you guys were the only ones who, I guess, heard me. The point... I don't know what the point... I've lost the point. You're gonna explode?
This stage, Mont picks up his shadow cat and just gives it to Lorelei, just like a, just like a comforter. I mean, like just calm, just stay calm. Take the cat.
I feel like I'm calm. I feel like
what
I'm
is the
being
shadow
very
cat?
calm right now.
Take the cat. It's all purring.
What I know is being in the presence of Zephian activated something within me. And I fear it might... We've all had visions. We've had shared dreams.
A dream, something that can be influenced magically, that has nothing to do with who I am. You may have some sort of discovery quest you feel the need to go on. You're a knight, sure, that's fine. But
I'm a knight
the rest of
too.
yes, dear.
I am.
Lorelei.
Okay.
No, what is it?
But it's just nothing. No, you're right. You're right. And, you know, Ervan's right kind of a little bit too. I haven't been fully honest with you guys. Well, to be fair, I haven't exactly been like fully awake. But now that you guys have mentioned dreams, I've been having a lot of weird dreams too.
I understand.
Does the name Malfa mean anything to you? Alpha.
Roll an
Jenny,
insight check.
Genesis.
All of you, roll an insight check.
21.
Bitch, what?
You should insight, right?
Okay.
19.
You came to play.
Yeah. James, what'd you get?
Oh, I didn't roll insight. I thought you were reacting.
Cherry Bear, what'd you get?
So,
9.
Thank you for playing.
I'm just standing over here.
Looking good in the background.
Just polishing your skull.
Just has the abs out. Just.
Valerian wished he had a house.
I rolled an 8.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, you two. She is very unsettled by Alpha. That seemed like she got very scared, and the mentioning of Jenny or Genesis, she got pale.
I kneel down to her level and say, Lorelei, you can tell us. Tell us what your dream was.
What are you? Oops. Okay, that's fine. Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it. 14.
She meets your eyes. There's some feeling of recognition between the two of you, and she nods. Yes. I know this sounds weird, but I'm Jenny. I'm Genesis.
And I'm Atlas.
Lorelai, are you Jenny, or did you dream you were Jenny?
She looks you right in the eyes. I'm Genesis. And you're my big sister. And you're my big brother. And you too. And you. I don't know. I know this sounds weird. I don't know. And you're right. It could be somebody messing with us. This Ziffer guy could be fucking with us.
This is absolutely true, but whatever happened on that battlefield with Zaphian didn't come from me, it came from Atlas.
Who is Atlas?
I'm Atlas, to my knowledge.
And you're Bloodwind. And you're Echo. And you're Dimitri.
We need a rest. We've been in the desert, been in a place. None of us has slept. None of us has had any comfort. Should we just get to Selene, take Lorelai out of here, look down on her and be like, you need to go?
Yes. Lorelai, you are exhausted. You have not had time to recover from being in the well. We need to get you somewhere safe where you can heal and rest.
Yeah. Exactly. It's hot, but there's very little water. Yeah. We should just take this with a grain of salt and just assume this Zephyr asshat is fucking with us. Yeah.
Regardless of whether this is a mind trick or not, we do know that he is after Lorelai.
What?
Understood.
Why me? Wait, hold on. What did I do?
How long were you unconscious? Did we not go over this either?
Everything's really fuzzy, okay? Most of the time I couldn't hear. You were just moving your mouth.
That would have been a good thing to let us know. Okay, so yes, it would appear that his goal is to find us in a group, as we are now, but we are not going to give him that chance. We're going to go to Selene. We are going to find you help. We're going to rest. And we will figure it out from there.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to let you all know I never did anything to this dude. I don't even know who he is. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, not personally. Not like any of you guys.
Hey, okay, so you don't. I was with you there, but you do?
I mean, I've heard of him. It's kind of hard not to. Everyone's talking about him out here. But I didn't do anything. I barely even got here. There's no way he's after me. I didn't do anything to him. I mean, I've done a lot of stuff, but like, not some raging sociopath level of stuff.
Can I see if you're telling the truth?
Yeah, you can roll insight.
$22.
She's telling the truth, but even she feels a little concerned in that, you know, like, you're like, I didn't do something to them directly, but I could have done something to somebody else and then in turn pissed somebody else, and you know all about that.
Yeah,
You can tell she's racking her brain, trying to, like, figure out who she crossed.
The list is bigger.
Well, I'm gonna do a walk around the temple and make sure we're not gonna die.
Well, if we're going to rest, perhaps we should rest here while we have some sort of shelter from the elements.
Agreed.
You want to stay here? In the temple?
It's the safest place we got.
As opposed to the middle of the desert?
How far's Selene?
Far.
How far?
Like a couple of days walk, you know, if you guys are acclimated to the desert.
Fine.
Let's assume
we'll
I'm
stay-
not
we'll-
acclimated to the desert.
I don't think you're acclimated for anything. We'll stay here for a few hours. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going
Okay,
to sleep here.
if I'm correct, she pulls out a map. It's very crumpled. Not very. It's very Lorelei as she rolls it out. If my theories are correct, and she's fully confident that she is, and she's kind of maybe a little bit correct. Erevan, you can roll survival. Could you do it? We're about a day's ride out from one of the cities, Sugar.
Uber?
We can get some animals of some sort, and that'll maybe shave off a day or two.
I think that sounds like a fine idea too.
Sounds good.
And I don't really have a lot of money, but I'm sure we can make some money real quick. It's not hard.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
We'll
What about-
figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, with all, yeah, I look really
I
coffee.
do have some
Yeah,
books. And
Perfect.
Amon's like, that's no problem. We'll find a way, definitely.
it's at 19 on that survival.
She is correct. It's maybe a little bit further of a walk than what she's calculating. Probably about a day and a half's walk. But yes, there is the city or the village of Sugar, and they do have different transportations and stuff like that to the major settled wildling places.
Another option we can do is continue that way as far as we can until we need rest, and perhaps Neve's little spell can help us out.
I vote. Go, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say, I may have a. Oh, no, that won't last. Never mind. Yes, I can put up my hut whenever we need it, for
Valerian,
shelter or for sleep.
Valerian, what do you want to do?
I agree. We need to stay ahead of Sapien. So Talene sounds like our best bet.
Do you want to stay here for the night, or do you want to travel and then we stop?
Well,
When
we
we
have
need to.
shelter here, so we're protected from the elements.
And we can spread out. I'm sorry, I don't.
Don't
Care
you
to
just
be
want to
in a-
cuddle?
The hut is rather small. It would not hurt to sleep somewhere we have a bit more space.
I just kind of hear that Amon wants to cuddle.
You grow up like this.
Come here, big guy. She
So
gets
there
up
we
and starts
go.
like,
Just hold her forehead. Just hold her forehead in one hand like this, and just talk to the rest of the
see,
group.
he loves me. He loves me
Okay.
so much. Oh,
Okay.
you're so
Okay.
sweet.
Let's just.
He's so tired, guys. Don't. He's so sweet when you guys aren't around.
Let's just stay here for a few hours, and then we'll head out in a few hours' time.
Perfect.
Should we have a
Watch? Of course, we're
Of
gonna have a
course.
watch.
Yeah, I'm not sleeping here. I won't sleep here. I'll take one. I
Why
won't
would
sleep
you
in this
sleep
place.
here? What's wrong?
Just feel uneasy.
Is it the scorpions? It's the scorpions, isn't it?
That's between you and me. That is.
No, I understand if the moon goddess temple is too scary for you to sleep in. I can minor illusion you a little lullaby if you'd like.
No. No need to none of that. I'm alright. I'm good. I'm good.
Well, I'm gonna go step out and do a perimeter check.
I'll go with you.
Alright, I'm going to just look around the temple now that it's not covered in sand.
All right. What are the rest of you two doing?
I'm just standing outside to myself. I'm not, just again, you've all doing perimeter. Everyone's going with you. I'm just staying watch, staying out, feeding the cat.
So what the kids are calling it these days?
Come kids.
You need to leave.
Of all the animals I could have chose, right? Could have chose something else.
Oh, right. So, fun. As you guys start walking out, the sand is around you guys is pretty compact. It seems like there is some sort of ground beneath the sand underneath you. And it's clear.
Clear night? Oh, you say the ground is clear.
Mm-hmm. Well, are we gonna walk together or are we gonna meet around in the back?
I'll walk with you.
I'll stay.
Okay.
Not that I don't think you're completely capable of handling
No,
yourself.
that's what it
but
sounds like. It sounds like that, but that's okay. You know, just
It-
because
it more
you're a
sounds
big
like
knight
there's-
with the dragons. Ooh, look at me. I've got shiny armor, which is actually kind of shitty right now. No offense.
I'll fix it up later. This is more of a, hey, there's a maniacal serial killer out there who's looking for you.
Okay, we don't
So
know that
I'm
for
just
sure.
gonna- I mean, we kind of do know that for sure.
Sure. Okay, whatever. Come on.
Okay,
She starts heading that way.
I'll give you like 6 feet, okay?
I feel like that's reasonable.
Okay.
She starts walking backwards, though, has her arms crossed. So, you almost fell to your death?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
Means I fell off of a cliff when I took Zappian over it. Or whatever I did.
So, you took Zephian on one-on-one because of course you did. And then you pushed them over a cliff and went down with them because, you know, fuck it, balls to the walls, right? And then you exploded with wings? And then you almost
Again.
died?
All of my knowledge of that is from secondhand stories. Because I don't remember what happened once I fought with Zappian. All I knew is that there were many people's lives in danger, and if I could give my life to stop him, I was willing to do that.
Oh shit, you're really telling the truth. Huh. I mean, okay, but like, you said a bunch of wildlings saved you, so like, it's wildlings, so like, they're so superstitious, you know, they exaggerate things.
They do. There's, don't get me wrong, they have a rich and sordid culture that does embellish on a lot of things, but
Rich isn't what I would say,
Cover,
but okay.
but Cover wasn't telling me a story.
Keep mentioning this guy, girl.
Cover, it's a man.
Okay. Are you
His
guys
father was
bros?
the one that united the wildlings.
Wait a minute. The Hedda guy? Hedda? That guy?
Out of character is, do I understand that?
Yeah, Hedda
Yes.
would be the king or the chief.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. You met with the king of wildlings
Yes.
and you lived. They nursed you. Okay, I know you were absolutely fucking with me right now. You hear that? Amon, like echo, like you are fucking with me right now. Just kind of echo. I mean, you're fucking with me right now. Are you serious? That guy's fucking
No,
insane.
before we took off Sapien, I had the opportunity to meet this man. And
Does he have claws?
He agreed.
They say he has claws and like teeth and like fur. Is it true?
No.
I mean, obviously he doesn't have fur, but like just claws. Is he a
he's just a
tiefling?
man. He's just a man like the rest of us. He's orcish and elvish.
Now I know you're fucking with me. Oh, buddy, I missed you, bro. She pats you on the armor. Ooh, that was so good. Anyways.
So I met with him, and we decided to launch a joint offensive against Sapien. So he brought some of his men, and then I brought our army as well. And that's when it happened. That's when whatever happened to me happened.
Dude, if you got your ass kicked, you can just say you got your ass kicked. You don't have to make up some weird story, bro. It's fine. I got my ass kicked all the time. Do you want to see this rage scar? And she like lifts up half her shirt. And she's like, that? I fell. I fell on that sword. Okay. It happens. It's fine. You can tell me the truth. What really happened? Your armor's banged up
Lorelai,
as
I'm being
shit.
honest with you. Have you ever known me to tell you a story or a tale,
No, but like
other than historically, of course?
you fell to your death and then like no offense, you sound very attached to your wildling friends, but like you're telling me you met with the king of the wildlings and that man's crazy. Absolute insane. And you lived. You, no offense, again, don't take it personal, an outsider, and then they saved you, and then I don't know, it sounds crazy. I think like
I think you're relying too much on the stories you've heard of wildlings and not experiencing time with wildlings.
I like living and my skin being attached to my body. I really
And
do.
they are people just like you and me.
I don't doubt that.
With their
I don't doubt that they're people. They're very forgotten about out here. Just I don't consider yourself lucky. That man's dangerous.
I understand that. My father spent his entire career fighting with the wildlings. I understand that.
I'm glad.
But they are good people too.
I'm glad you're alive. And better. Just, you know. Just because that group was good to you doesn't mean they're all good.
I understand that too.
I trust you, buddy. Pat, pat, pat. Alright. I'm on. Roll me a perception check with advantage.
$24?
2-4?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of hear the distant chatter. It kind of carries as the wind is shifting here to and fro. Occasionally, while you look out and kind of scan, you see what could be described like as will-o-wisps kind of dancing in the distance. Occasionally, you'll see one of them take a figure, a shape, a silhouette of sorts, and kind of back in and disappear back into the sand. Give me a history check.
History, you said?
Mm-hmm.
16.
You've heard of tales of unrest in the desert. It's wandering spirits, but it's just, again, superstition, not things that you personally would believe in, but now looking at it, you okay, maybe it's a mirage, maybe it's a spirit, maybe
I'm
you're
sleep
tired.
deprived.
Mm-hmm. Right on the money. And it isn't
Very
until
investing.
about
Go on.
10 minutes through this, you're kind of seeing it fading in about different distances, 100 feet, 150 feet, 50 feet, and then suddenly in one of the dunes over that's kind of looking down over you, it suddenly feels like you're being watched. And suddenly you hear sand erupts around you.
Around me.
Yes, around you. And it's coming right at you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. With your uncanny dodge.
$16.
You're able to dodge out of the way. Go ahead and roll me initiative.
Fuck's sake, should I go inside? 28.
Surprise! You have the... Go ahead. Alright, so in front of you, that has come out of the ground, is a lizard-like creature. Think of a very giant... Komodo dragon, essentially, has come out of the ground. And it's just pretty much bite attacked at you. It's skidded, turns around, and it is getting ready to launch right back at you.
Can I roll for my Shadowcat?
Yes, you may.
Is that just a straight
Stand back.
initiative roll? Okay. Come on, I gotta
belongs
hand
to
it.
the temple with Valerian, like, statue.
Yeah,
It's actually supposed to be
skullduggery.
so-and-so.
Skullduggery and the history
Jacoby.
thing. Yeah, skullduggery
Yeah.
and history stone and going at it. Oh, listen.
Here, Amon lets out a high-pitched, shrilling scream.
Right, man. I'm channeling the Roadhouse today. Heart's gonna come out, you watch.
Each fingers, you gotta get the,
An arm strike.
yeah,
Here we
go
go.
through the throat, go through the throat.
We're gonna go on a quick break, really quick. My bird just had a bird thing.
Oh.
Wah! Alright, we're back now, and I have a friend. Yes, it is a bird. Their name is Whisper. They don't want to go back to their room, which is fine. For now. Until they realize. Alright. Okay, yep. As I said, that thing is coming, gearing up to come right at you.
Well, that can make sense. I gotta get close. So let's do a dagger of venom. All right, let's see if I can do 22.
Alright. The Shadow Cat is engaged currently, so did you roll with advantage?
I didn't. Let's do it again. 22.
It hits.
Hits. Oh, let's do one of them. 8.
No.
Okay.
Sneak
Is that
attack. All right.
8 poison damage?
Oh.
Okay, so that's 8 piercing.
8 piercing, yes.
Okay. And then what's the poison damage?
I gotta roll
2d10, I believe.
1. Yeah, 2d10. Sweet. So like, yeah. That again. There you go, let's roll. Wait, that's. Oh, what did I just roll? 4. Hold on. Ignore that one. Hold on. Idiot.
You can
Jesus
do this, I
Christ,
believe
man.
in
That's,
you.
oh, I think I got the good. That's what I rolled. Oh, no. Hold on.
Do I have
There
to
we go.
supervise?
Oh, darn. 14. 14 and 8. Yeah. No, wait, yeah. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, 22.
I don't know about you.
Then, is there a sneak attack because that thing's engaged?
Yes.
So where am I at? Sneak attack 2, 4, d6, like that. I get 7, 29 altogether.
Alright, give me 1 second. My key
That's what I mean. I'm trying to remember all these. Yeah.
Whippa! I'll do that math one more time just for funsies. Yep, that's a whole 59 damage total to this creature. So as it comes up, goes around, as it skitters, trying to like get its footing on the sand, landing a little bit into the marble of the ground, and then kind of getting traction, going right up towards you, and with your Shadow Cat leering in, it kind of hesitates just enough for you to get a great opening, and you take your dagger. And how do you want to do that?
I'll just slit his throat.
Cool, yeah, you go in
No,
and just
underneath.
quickly you
Just
take
straight
a
across.
side
Yeah, like this.
step.
Yeah, like a.
It's one fluid motion. In fact, it's kind of sad that nobody else got to see you be cool for a second.
Oh, they'll see me be cool again. It's fine. It comes natural. As a let's see it first then.
Yeah, this thing just stops. Just. And
Okay.
as soon as you. Any bonus actions?
Yeah. Oh wait, I didn't. I moved. Oh, did I move? No, I didn't move. It came towards me. I was. Yeah. So I'll just take steady.
Alright. Cool beans. And then, just as that happens, stand by. Okay, cool beans. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, something like that. Suddenly, after that thing stops, immediately, 4 people come out of the fucking sand. Just, like, come out. And you have 4 different hand crossbows pointed at you. They are covered head to toe in very tight-fitting linen, and they have it covered on their face. You can barely see from their eyes. It looks like they have some sort of veiling over their eyes that is, mesh enough for them to see, but you cannot see their eyes either. They immediately start shouting it to you in a language that you don't know.
I also then draw my bow at the same time as they're firing, so I'm firing something back at them. They're pointing at me, trying to say, reason with them. Put it down, put it down. But obviously, can they understand me? I know I can't understand them, but can they understand me?
We'll find out. Your shadow cat's up.
Oh, God. Shit, can I... So how do I roll for my cat? Remind me again.
You've already rolled your initiative, but basically it moves on its own. However, give me an animal handling check.
I rolled a 17.
Dude, that hurt. Getting preened. Well, they got a 7. And they totally are into you and all that. So much so they're going to attack because they're just concerned about this dragon thing, and now suddenly it was just, like pop goes the weasel, out comes 4 bitches. They're going to attack the nearest one.
If my cat's the cat, will I have a chance to turn it?
If they're shouting, do Valerian and I hear
Yes.
inside?
You guys will be up in the next moment.
Okay.
Thank God.
We all hear it. Yeah, the shadow cat misses. And not because the shadow cat missed, other than this thing sidestepped in such a way that it didn't seem normal. It was almost as if they were either under some sort of spell. They look like they're shifting, like the sands. And you noticed all of them are now starting to do the same thing. Essentially, this is the belt. Lorelai, you dumb shit.
He can't hear it. He's getting his ear chewed out by Lorelai.
Yeah. Lorelai's engaged right now. So, roll perception, James, and I will also roll perception.
Get a good one, James.
I'm too engaged.
17.
Yeah, you hear it though. She's in the middle of like chewing you the hell out or whatever, calling you a dipstick and a liar and a bad liar.
And I'll just in the middle of it be like, our friends are in trouble.
What?
In the middle of it, our friends are in trouble. We need to go.
Let's take off. Alright, now. Everyone else roll initiative really quick. 16 plus numbers. Alright. Neve, what'd you get?
16.
And what'd you get, Valerian?
9.
Okay. Bracket 2, and we're bracket 3. What'd you get, Erevan?
19.
19. Oh. Roll again, because of course you fucking did. Just a straight roll.
8.
Okay. You were up first, which is on brand for the whole thing. Give me 1 second while I fix this initiative, because numbers are important.
You heard it here, kids. Numbers are important.
So it is and then Neve, and then Arian, and then whoa, honeys! And then bitch.
I got you.
Thank you. She scared the shit out of herself. She literally scared the shit out of herself. And just got bird pooped on. It happens. Bird mom life.
Shit happens.
And then Lorelai is at the bottom of the fucking barrel. Cool beans. She don't run in sand. She don't run really at all. Running's not her thing. She's good at other stuff.
Oh, wow.
It's sand, alright? You guys ever ran in sand? Fuck that.
Good, lace them up.
Alright. So.
That's
Yeah, you hear this shouting. This you heard the hissing. You heard the of the shadow cat. And then you hear shouting.
Who's this?
Neve. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Do I understand the language?
Stand by. No. Wait. No, you do not.
Okay. Then I am going to run out.
Hold on. Roll me an intelligence check.
18.
You understand bits and pieces of it. This seems unusual. You have the... Who has the stone?
I do.
You do? Yeah.
The language stone?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You understand bits of this. It would be the equivalence of knowing Spanish and hearing Portuguese, where you're like, I can kind of make out what the hell they're kind of saying. There's some key words that you can kind of pick out, and the two words that you hear is, in the name of the moon, stop, and surrender.
Okay, I'm going to yell at Amon, put your bow down and get a hold of the cat, and then put my hand and show. I'm going to grab my cloak and show the embroidered symbol of Selune on my cloak.
All right, stand by. They are going to... One is going for the shadow cat. They miss, and he misses. Okay. All right. So the one that stepped out of the way has moved, but the one next to him has gone for the shadow cat, and they're kind of scuffling, but they seem to be missing each other. The rest of them stand still. One is still trained at you. The other two are pointed up at the other two that have now just kind of showed up. Cool. They see that. Home dog, you blind. It's dark time, apparently. They don't fucking see it at all. Like, not even a little bit. That's fun. So anyways, any bonus actions?
Please. Yeah.
Okay.
I say to her, I'm not putting my bow down until they put theirs down.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Are you kidding? Put the bow down. They're
Right.
literally yelling to put the bow down. Do you see how many of them there are?
Get out of my way. How do...
Ew. Valerian, you're up.
I would have followed after hearing the shouts right behind me that she ran off, so I'll, like, right after her.
Yep, you see this attempt of, look, they're like, huh?
Just put my hands up, like, oh no.
Actually, Valerian, let me,
Do I understand it?
la 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 la. You can roll me an intelligence check as well.
People not under dark vision.
I got dark vision.
I have superior dark vision.
They don't, apparently.
Apparently, they can't see shit.
Intelligence.
That was rolling with
13.
advantage, y'all.
18, you said?
13.
13? Yeah, you understand as well. Surrender in the name of the moon.
I'll just put my hands up because I don't want to, instigate it further.
Do we know, do we not race these? Are they this reptilian race again? Are they undead or what?
They're like fully covered.
They're fully
Oh,
covered.
they're fully covered. Okay.
All right. Any bonus actions? Second thoughts?
Just.
Okay, go ahead and roll for
Check. 18.
Okay, that sounds that you seem completely non-threatening. They're believing every bit of that.
I'm
All right, they
afraid. Don't
immediately
hurt
point.
me.
The one that was pointing at you is now pointed at me.
I'll take it.
All right,
I didn't look at the baby.
Ervon, you're up. You have.
I'm gonna start closing ground, so
Yeah, you
I imagine
have.
we're a little far from the melee, so
Yeah, you have one round before you can make it over towards them. Once you make your 30 feet, go ahead and make me a dexterity check. Or a dexterity saving throw, sorry.
saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
What did you stab it?
15.
You
Roll
want
a
to roll
20.
that again? Can you roll it again? Can you just roll again?
70.
Okay, if you were gonna say 14, I was gonna go downstairs and start having a domestic violence.
I rolled a 13, but
Cool. So, you running and something doesn't feel right, but you've got that momentum. You can't really slow down as suddenly in front of you, out of the sand rises 3 more people. And this one charges at you, and they manage to miss you. Stand by. It's a bonus action. Engaged in 2 weapon. And they missed the second shot anyways, so we're... wait. 18?
to hit me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yep, they missed the second shot. The first shot, they absolutely miss as you kind of manage to take a step back or lean back, but they thrust forward and it hits your armor and just completely slides up.
Okay.
Alright, it is your turn. That is your movement. You have your action, your bonus action, and all that good shit.
Okay. First things first. Any kind of markings, any kind of symbols or anything like that I can notice on these guys that can give me any sort of clue to, are they wildlings? Are they this?
They're definitely wildlings. This is definitely a common tactic.
Okay.
Which means they've been here anywhere from moments before you stepped outside to at any point when y'all went around the corner.
I'm gonna hold my action. If they attack me, I will retaliate. But I'm gonna shout in Orcish because it's the only thing I can think of right now, unless, like I said, I don't hand signals or anything like that, to stand down.
Give me a history check. I was gonna say give me a knowledge check. Go ahead and convert your entire sheet to 3.5 really quick, and then give me a knowledge check.
It's a 15.
You do know a few hand signals, specifically Covir's. I am a part of the Hedda tribe.
Okay. I will do that then.
Alright.
Just to clarify on my action, I'm not going to attack lethal.
Put their hands down, confused, looking at each other. Any bonus action?
Yeah, just I'm gonna go ahead and use my Peacekeeper channel divinity. So you can use your channel divinity to augment your presence with divine power. As a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 bonus to charisma persuasion checks for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. Go ahead and add that +5 now as well.
Okay. And do you want me to make an actual persuasion check?
Yeah. Yeesh.
Uh, 22.
Okay. How do you see you using your channel divinity? Normally, this would be your channel divinity specifically is something that is unique to you and not to the Dragon Knights.
I see it as kind of a soft white aura that kind of just glows briefly and goes away.
Yeah, I know. So anyways, Lorelai's up. But they have all stopped and immediately started to kneel. They've
They
dropped
started
their
to kneel?
weapons. Yes. The ones in front of Erebon right now. And Lorelai completely stops next to you, like, what is this a trick?
No.
What the fuck did you do?
I talked to them.
Okay. She stands in front of you though, like just slightly with her weapon still pointed out, like she's holding her action because if these motherfuckers make any sort of move, she's going for blood.
And I will shout out to everyone else, stand down.
Oh yeah. Neve and
saying.
Amon, you guys both hear that. And we're back at the top of the round. Amon.
I'm sorry, what did I hear? I do apologize.
Stand down.
And that was from you.
Yes.
And did they stand down? Did I see them, witness them? Yeah?
One of them did shout. That's awesome, I think. And the other two, whoops, they have stand down.
Is there one that's still attacking my shadow cat?
Well, Honestly, yeah, but you're both. He's kind of just at this point like, oh, well, I've kind of got into a fight with a wild animal and you can tell me to stop and I'm not gonna because I'm being mauled to death by a wild animal. So.
Okay, so I'm going to. I can see that they're kind of. It's not that confrontational. Like, you know, three of them are backing down. One's kind of a bit of a fight, but I want to try and remove that struggle between the cat and our enemy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if I can again. I'm gonna unarm strike him as well. I don't want to kill the dude.
Give me another animal handling check. With disadvantage because this thing is in the middle of trying to be, you know, save daddy.
11.
Yeah. It's still squabbling a little bit. But it's enough to give the dude an extra hand. And he manages to grab it by the scruff and is kind of pulling it. It is clawing the shit out of his hand. You can see there is blood seeping through pretty much everywhere this cat has scratched and clawed at. And it's clearly whatever it looks to be. Give me a nature to determine medicine.
I think either or would probably work.
Which one am I doing? Which one?
Give me one moment.
Okay. Because one of them is exceptionally better than the other.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say medicine.
Oh, hey! Actually. 20.
Okay. You're able to see it, you know, and that looks like some orc skin right there.
Then I am going to try and grab Shadowcat from this hole.
Yeah, that you can kind of
happening?
see some of the facial features. Like it is just this bloke is gone. Like he's fucked up by this cat. And as soon as you take it, he like scoots the fuck away, grabs his shit, and steps back though.
Then I'm gonna be like, you know, stop, and then I'm gonna like just push the Shadowcat to one. No, stop. We also gotta stop. Stop. And then I'm gonna stand there and like, what do you want? What do you want?
They can't understand you.
Oh, they can't understand what I'm saying, but they might be understand what I'm about to do.
Did you not hear stand down?
That's not directed at me, that's directed at them.
I'm pretty sure it's directed at both sides. Okay.
Meanwhile, oh, actually, Ryan, Katie, and Jerbear, give me a perception check really quick.
16.
40.
8.
Thank you for coming, Jerica.
Hi guys, it's me.
Thank you for coming. Get a new dice. You guys see over one of the sand dunes about 10 riders coming over, just the silhouettes.
Can you see that?
Yes, and if I were you, I would stand down before they kill us.
And you guys can see the torches and stuff as they light up.
And so now they can see my Selune image, right?
Noted. All right, so back at the Aramon. One of them stands up or looks up at you and begins to speak. And you have the stone on you, and the active translation is, "You're the fallen star that will rise again."
Some have called me that.
You must come with us. You must see our leader.
Very well. Can you offer safe passage to me and my friends?
You are under Hedda's protection.
Thank you.
And the rest of them stand up. You can tell that the others are confused, but are going along with it. There's some murmuring kind of happening, and there are some hand signals being had while they are speaking, simultaneously happening. So there's two conversations. And Lorelai looks absolutely fucking confused. She is absolutely unsure of what is happening right now.
I just look over her as like, I told you I wasn't lying.
You gotta show me that shit, bro. That's so cool. What'd you do? You're like, that's neat.
We'll work on it.
Cool. What are we doing? Where are they going?
They are offering us passage to the desert. We have to go meet with their leader.
Oh, that sounds like a trap, but alright.
It's fine. I'm sure.
Unfortunately, I have to trust you at this point.
This stage,
Slowly
Amon,
puts her sword back.
at this stage, Amon is hesitant as fuck to go with them.
Yeah.
He does not want to go with these people at all.
As you guys meet up around the corner, you being Erevan and Lorelai, see the dragon riders that are coming towards you guys. And when they, this little tiny one that's in front of you, Amon, is clearly a baby in comparison to these other ones in which these riders are mounted on. And they are a collectic group of half-orcs, half-elves, tieflings, and humans.
Understood.
And I'll kind of relay that to everyone else too. It's best that we go with them. We have a better chance of surviving meeting their leader than facing them. And I do know their people, so, and a little bit of their ways.
But I don't understand why they would call us.
Because if I just went alone, then the rest of you wouldn't make it.
Yeah, if you went alone, then he would be by himself. And then we wouldn't know what happened. And then we would be responsible for that. I'm so, totally not down for that.
These men are very fierce warriors.
You ask them why they just attacked us for no reason.
They did. Your cat attacked them first, I'm pretty sure.
Look down, and as I point down at this Komodo dragon, with it bleeding out, this is what came first, and that came after.
Some wildlife?
Not some wildlife. While you're in there doing your history checks.
I will ask them for you.
Yeah, please do.
But then I will ask,
as you guys are kind of finishing up that conversation, the dragon riders have approached. One of them has clearly moved forward. It is a half-elf. They have braided hair. It's male. They have a bunch of different dragon teeth. necklaces adorned. You can clearly see the markings on their arm. They're scars that are gone through them several times, and you know that this is someone who's been outlawed or banished. Exiled, excuse me. So they have no banner.
Okay.
And they walk over. They have absolute mean mug face. From pretty much the nose up, it's just completely black. They walk over, completely confident. And they spit right in front of you.
I return the gesture.
They say you're the falling star. Is this true?
That is what your people refer to me as, yes.
They say you work with the Hedda. Is this true?
This is true.
Our leader is going to want to speak with you.
I'd be more than happy to meet with your leader.
We have a truth seer.
That's fine. As long as my friends are protected and left alone and allowed to continue with us.
What are you doing here? You've
We're
disrupted
making
the
our way.
land.
We're making our way to Selune.
You're a long ways from Tulane.
I understand that.
This temple was ruins. How is it up above the sand?
I'm not precisely sure, I'll be honest. But it had something to do with, well, perhaps, Neve? How exactly would you say this temple rise from the sand?
As you're explaining this, another one has kind of come up and is kind of whispering. He's clearly has his attention on you, but he seems to be, this is a very common gesture you've watched Kovir do. And it's essentially they're giving split attention, but this is a cultural norm of like, hey, it's okay to interrupt kind of situation. Whereas, you know, our culture is like, hey, don't interrupt. They're just like, I'm listening, keep going, He said what? Bro, there is no way we're raising taxes. You can leave. Y'all?
There was a collection of souls here that were put to rest, and afterwards the temple rose from the sand.
Then I will relay that back to their leader, or the man who's speaking.
They seem to have their attention split. They nod. They seem to be speaking more quietly to the person next to them.
Mm-hmm.
This artifact, where did you get this? The one that is speaking for you.
No. Just out of game. Were given it by the things, or we found it with the...
You found it.
Okay. We found them.
You will come with us.
Very well.
You will be taken to a location, and you will not know where this location is.
Okay. I'm familiar with the concept.
You will ride dragons.
Very well.
Sorry. He said the dragons will take you. My bad.
Okay.
You know you're gonna be dragged.
All right. I'll just let the others know immediately. This is going to be a rompy ride, guys.
I don't understand.
We're going to be towed.
I beg your pardon?
What?
Hey,
No, I ain't getting towed anyway. There's no way I'm getting towed.
Yeah, the rest of them kind of seem to be moving at this point. There seems to be a lot of movement happening, some ropes being thrown.
We are going to be tied. We're going to be restrained and dragged through the desert.
Like a sleigh. I've seen
yeah,
it.
it's on. We're not going to be like dragged, like, you know, like we're behind a horse on a rope. No, we're going to be towed, as in we'll be sitting on something. But
That sounds less painful.
But that's
yeah,
better.
we do need to make it to our destination. So
Well, I'm sorry, Aravan. I didn't know. These people don't seem to be fully committed to ensuring our survival one way or the other, so I wasn't sure.
Okay, can we just not be snarky? And we're all just gonna leave with these really nice people, and I really want to pet one of the dragons, so I really need you guys, like, not ruin this for me.
The dragons?
Yeah, look at them. Aren't they cute? These things are slobbering, and
These are horrifying.
yeah, the like each drip of the slow drool coming from their mouths when it hits the ground is turning the sand into fucking glass.
These
Where
are
it's just like,
these are dragon riders. These are dragon riders?
yes,
I guess.
yes.
Wait, didn't
We need this. Are these the ones responsible for what we learned in the temple?
From 1,000 years ago. No, these are going to be different.
The temple's 1,000 years old. We don't know that the people who took shelter in it within that long.
Hate to do this, but she's got a point, Aravan.
we should just go with caution, right?
Always.
But wait. These are the dragon riders came. We have to go with them.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we have to go with them. Come on.
What? One of them is standing there with a torch.
I'll just blow it out as I walk past him.
It's a torch, bitch. You gotta have a big breath for that. I can hear you.
5 minutes later.
I will do it. I will do it for the end of the journey.
I feel like you're just gonna literally be fanning the flames. Feeding it.
And that's what Amon does through the entire board.
You're not wrong. On brand.
Do we have like a moment before we have to, well, like while they're getting the ropes and things?
Mhm.
I'm going to try and slip back into the temple towards the altar the offerings are. And just say quietly, I'm doing what you said. I don't know the tribute that you wanted, but, and I'm gonna take, I have a little knife, and I'm going to take my very nice, pretty cloak and cut out the piece of it that has the embroidery of Selune, like her imagery, and set it on the altar.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Eight.
As you're really struggling with it, and when you're struggling with this, it's almost supernatural. You should be able to cut through this, and it's like all of a sudden you're trying to cut it with a butter knife. Roll me a D100. Oh yeah, I have it over here.
88.
Can have to do it digitally. Stand by. Feel a very soothing sensation come over you as you realizing, like, the fuck with this cutting and it's not going through, as if there's a hand, and it's very cold but soothing, and it's over your hand with the knife, and then you feel the other hand as if someone's behind you on your other shoulder, and you hear in your whisper in your ear, "You have the sacrifice."
Do I have any idea what that means?
You have the power to restore. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Or Arcana check, excuse me.
Or a what?
Arcana.
Oh. Damn you. 14.
The word power seems to resonate with you. You carry the power. Or one of you carries the power. Restore the temple.
No, is the temple not already restored?
Restore the temple. Restore the temple.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. What?
Just restore the temple is being repeated over and over again, and there is a wind that blows, and it's blowing kind of from you, and it leads out the door to where everyone else is at. Valerian, you start hearing skullduggery cackle. All of the other wildlings absolutely are not about this. They are immediately, all weapons are pointed at you. Like, what the fuck? What is this? Witchcraft! Witchcraft! Witch! They're all freaking out.
I immediately put my bow up.
Valerian, why don't you come take that in here, and we'll
Just
get rid
slowly
of it.
back up into the temple. Like,
Yeah. Hey, I need your help with something.
Okay.
Real quick. You know God stuff,
maybe.
Sorry, I'm not here.
right? I'm kind of new. So okay. So if say that you were told to give a tribute, that you know the tribute, but you don't know the tribute. And then you were told a lot of times by an odd, strange voice echoing that you need to restore the temple, but the temple has already risen out of the sand, and you are, me and
Skullduggery's laughing again.
yeah.
Just cackling.
I use my hand to keep mouth shut.
Restored. It's an ancient temple. What are you, stupid?
I don't
Can
know.
you
God.
shed some light? To Skullduggery.
His eyes glow, and it just
You know what I meant.
fills the room. But as the light dies down, you see remnants of what this temple actually used to look like. And it slowly starts to die down again.
So restore it to its former glory?
Hire sculptors?
Maybe it's a project to work on for a period of time?
I mean, maybe that would take years. With a huge team. I'd have to have a
Ancient temple, ancient battery, ancient brains.
Oh. The ancient battery, the one that you have?
Yes, I still have that. I haven't messed with it yet.
It doesn't have anything stored in it, does it?
Let me click on it. I don't think so.
Let me double check, make sure. It should.
Does I don't know if it says anything's in it.
Oh, no, it doesn't say it has. It's supposed to say on the customize right now. No, it doesn't say on there. No, that thing is fucking loaded.
Oh, it's loaded.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. It's supposed to say up there on the description, and it only says it on my side.
Well, if you could help me restore the temple, I'd be very grateful. I don't know what I could do for you in return, but if you need it.
Sure, just us helping keep everyone alive.
Jerica, see just really quick if it popped up now. I don't know.
Let me refresh.
Yeah. No, okay. I see what happened here. Okay. Because it just says loaded.
Loaded. Like a baked potato. This stone is loaded. That's what it says.
Hate it here. Okay, refresh one more time and see if it'll pop up on your end. It should be.
My life was a lot easier before God stuff started getting involved.
Whoopsie. Should stay under notes.
Nards.
Player! Nerd!
No. I don't see anything.
Okay, alright. I guess it's just on my end. Well,
Let me just like vibe with it to feel what it says.
Yeah. It is definitely that bitch is loaded, ready to go. I've watched my dog sleep run in a circle. Like she's on her side and she's running and she has moved her whole body into a full 180 degree the other way from really running. Like she's getting whatever she's running after, barking at it, whole thing. And once she's gone, I'm gonna be a mess. So yeah, she old. She's gonna live for 4 more years. 4 more years. Alright, so it's a lotus stone.
Do we give the battery as an offering, or do we unload the magic? Do you know how we're supposed to do this?
God's stuff. I don't understand
over
any
it?
of it.
The wind starts to blow around again,
Oh, good, the wind.
and it scatters the rest of the sand. Go ahead and give me a perception check, both of you.
I'm gonna lean into the door and be like, guys, whatever you're gonna do it fast. These guys are getting antsy up here.
Okay,
Keep your
duly
bow
noted.
stowed.
It's hurry up.
13.
19.
Alright, stand by. You two Chuckleflex outside, and Lorelei. Yeah, as soon as the whole witch thing started going on, they were like, what the fuck? Their leader is, like telling them to stand down and to stop being scaredy pants, essentially. But he does walk over to you and he's like, yo, what the fuck is that? What is this?
I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure. But I promise it's nothing to mean any disrespect to your people.
Roll persuasion and don't forget your plus
Plus
whatever.
5.
Yeah.
24.
Again, he looks at you very skeptically and then back at the others, but nods. He tells the others to get back to work and to hurry up, move faster.
Better
they-
walk
they
away.
manage to.
You tell them, Mama.
From a distance behind a shield.
Talking shit, they don't understand.
Better walk away, son.
The two of you manage to both see a little not a hidey hole, but a small little altar that is inside of a pillar. Has a lot of magical arcane markings etched into it all the way around it.
Looking at the markings, can I get a sense of what sort of,
Yeah, give me an Arcana check with advantage.
5 and 6. 14 again.
Yeah, you see on here this is clearly what says a statue, or excuse me, a pillar of power. It has a lot of magical wardings on it, a lot of heavy magic. This is similar to you knowing Spanish and you're trying to read Latin and decipher some of these things. So this is very vaguely what you're able to get out of this, because it is very ancient. But the magic is, from what you've heard in your studies, that if you were to use this battery, and if this is what it says that it is, some funky shit could happen.
Okay.
Essentially, this thing will amplify that.
Alright.
Not only can it restore, but it can amplify it.
Are you up for taking a chance?
Now or never, I suppose.
Love it.
Alright. And if it's alright with you, put the battery in the pillar.
Can I cast guidance on myself first? I've never done it once, I remembered.
Let's do it.
Guidance. Okay.
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand check first. Oh, sorry, hold on. Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Okay.
I was gonna remember it. Stand by.
What was it, Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana check with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna add my D4 to that. Okay, so 9, 13?
13. Okay. Now give me a sleight of hand.
Can I re-guidance myself?
I believe it's like a minute long.
Oh, okay. Okay, slide ahead. Okay, better. 22.
And give me an Arcana.
Can I give the help action for the Arcana?
Yes. No.
Definitely need it.
No.
It just gets advantage. If she's already got advantage, then
Yeah.
Okay. So
Oh, I
it's
didn't-
a
that was
natural 1, but it's a 2.
With advantage?
4, 5. Oh, you said without. Okay, so now advantage. Okay. Oh, 2 natural 1s. So 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wait. I think I can,
This is the mouse. This is the
Help the
mouse up the
motherfucker
trouser
out.
situation again. Isn't it?
okay, so yeah, I'll use a portent. So, I mean, I only have a 4, but it's not a 1. So you rolled a 4.
Okay,
Okay.
4 is better than 1.
4 is better than 1. Is that the total? Oh, shit.
Okay, so 4. What was I adding this to?
Arcana.
Arcana again. So
and
5,
your
6,
D4
7,
for
8.
guidance.
Yeah, so 8.
Direct hit.
And we're gonna die and
So-
kill everyone else.
Boom. You put this thing in, you kind of look at it, and it's kind of similar to how a battery, and you're like, oh, wait, no, that's the negative, and okay, I gotta move it this way. And you get it in, put it in perfect, and as soon as you just, it's the similar of like trying to fish a Pop-Tart out of the toaster oven, and you got it, but then you touch the side of it, and you get this white, searing, hot sensation that goes throughout your entire body. What you see is their eyes are just all white, mouth, every orifice, white. I need you to take half damage of your entirety.
Okay.
And we've reached $124. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated tonight. So we've passed our $100 goal. So we'll have a giveaway coming out soon, and there'll be more information on that coming soon. So please keep your eye out. Thank you so much to Wolf 8 Sheep Hearts for a
I know
wondrous
that person.
item. And again to Anon Y'all can get it. So, fun. Okay, cool beans. So, back to scheduled program. We'll roll on that fancy schmancy table in a moment. So,
I'm injured.
you're hurt.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, again, and then just get blown the fuck back. As soon as they're able, just boom! Skullduggery is still
beautiful.
standing, however.
It's all
He's
that
smoking.
matters.
He's standing just magically, but it is smoking.
Ow! No!
You look hurt.
So,
My abs still look good, bro.
Are they there?
y'all outside
Don't stop.
start hearing a humming. It is like, right? Like an AC fan being turned on outside. And the entirety of this fucking temple starts to fucking glow. As blue light starts to come off of the parts that are ruins and parts that have been chipped away. And it seems to this light, it's glowing and glittering like moonlight and stars. And it starts to reform all of this rubble. The rubble that is around nearby magically moves back up into place. And again, everything starts to shake. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw, except you, Valerian, you're on the
Ooh.
fucking ground.
Did it look cool?
It's so good.
Okay, I'm gonna take a nap.
I think Amon and Lorelei are the only ones close enough, but they also get their +4. So
Oh, fun.
27.
You're able to keep your footing, Amon. Lorelei
14.
absolutely just like just falls back. She was not ready. No. Couple of dragon riders seem confused, scared. The dragons are completely they're not really dragons, they're drakes, but they're completely in uprest. Not about that shit. Or whatever the fuck is going on. And a big flash of light fills up the rest of the space, just blinding everybody for just a moment. And it's like a giant moonbeam is coming down. And suddenly, everything's been restored. There is a peaceful, quiet glow. The grass, yes, the grass underneath you is lush and soft, moist earth underneath your feet, and there is a flow of water and a dead fountain that is now alive and gushing.
Is this inside or outside, you said?
The whole temple. There's grass as far as you guys can all see for a distance that I have somewhere written down. But yeah, no, it's like a half a mile. It's grass.
Alright, I think it worked.
All of the dragon riders are losing their fucking shit and have immediately started, like, they are as low of a bow in humble like they can be in front of Erebon.
I'll just be like, please stand up.
Yeah, leave him down there. Leave him down there.
No, they're
Erebon can't do that.
absolutely they're not listening. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. They're absolutely in prayer.
And I'm like, God damn it. In my head.
I'm gonna poke my head outside. But, hey, sorry about that. We just
How
had to do
happened?
some-
The fuck is going on? The fuck did you guys do? What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. Things just started to rebuild. Valerian got hurt, but
What?
She okay?
yeah, I
Is
think
he
he's
okay?
well, I mean, okay in that he's not dead.
I'm
I
just
don't.
gonna-
Lorelei just starts walking in there.
I'm immediately going in there too, because like,
Things just started happening.
Valerian, you okay?
I'm just lying there. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Lorelai's just
immediately.
like the cold stone or grass or
Buddy,
whatever.
talk to me. Speak
gonna-
to me.
Just a thumbs up. That's all you get.
What
I'm
did
just
you
gonna put
do?
a hand on his chest, and I'm gonna lay on hands. How far are you down?
27 points.
I'm gonna give you 27 points then.
Oh, thank you. That felt nice.
Still puts him on like 102 or something, it's fine.
When you
Thank
do
you.
that, Erebon, because Lorelei is, again, she's right there. When you do that and you put that magic that goes through you into you, Valerian, it feels very familiar. It's very welcoming. And suddenly it's like, just like a sneeze, essentially, that comes out of you, Erebon, and you get twice that amount.
Cool. So I'm fully healed then.
That spark came from Lorelei, and Lorelei is very confused because she's very aware of that. The three of you are all aware of that.
I'll just look at Lorelei for a moment. I'll be like, that's a conversation for later.
Or not, you know. Slowly gets up and backs away. It's been a weird night.
if I look over at the pillar, does it seem like the battery is still usable, or has it been completely dried up?
It is.
Absorb.
It's basically in there right now. That is what is powering this thing right now.
Charging. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll leave that there.
Yeah, sconces are on. There is a very nice glow. This feels very familiar and welcoming, like being back home for you, Neve.
Well, however it happened, it's certainly nice that we were able to restore this place to its former glory. Do you think we can somehow convince the friendly fellows outside not to drag us to their encampment now?
Are you fucking kidding me? They started fucking bowing down to him.
What did Erebon do?
I don't fucking know.
It has to do with my battle with Zephian.
You restored a Selune temple during your battle with Zephian?
No, they're just equating the two things together.
Oh, fun. Religious zealots. What else could go wrong?
Does that mean Does that mean now that you have power over the Marathon?
In a manner of speaking, sure.
Interesting.
Well, let's milk it for what it's worth.
Agreed.
I'm gonna go pet one of those dragons.
Please be careful.
I can't do what I did to Valyrian again. Just gonna throw that out there.
No one else get hurt.
Not until tomorrow.
Thank you, though.
Why don't you get them tomorrow? Actually, the fountain is there now, so I guess if you get burned, we can put it out.
That's what I want to hear. Zoop! She's gone.
She always waits just long enough to hear what she wants to hear. Anyway. Short temple, so.
What's our next plan here? The dragon riders outside were bowing. The temple has now been restored.
We can go speak with the leader of their tribe and then make steps from there.
Sounds to me like you might be the leader of the tribe.
I'm a story to them.
I think you might be more than a story. Okay.
In any way, diplomatically, it's going to be advantageous for us.
So are we using diplomacy now, or are we still aiming bows at them?
Well, the situation is now slightly changed.
You hear Lorelei squeal.
I'll get her.
Stick my head out.
As you guys move outside, she's like all of them are all around her in a circle, and she's just petting all of them, and they just kind of seem to be vying for her attention.
Like a kid. He's like a pink kid.
Okay, I love you. I love you too. Okay, oh, whoa, you're rude. Oh my.
If we're gonna go, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Speak to who we gotta speak to, everyone. Like, get these people up and let's head out.
I agree. And I'll go back to that same dragon rider that I spoke to before. Like,
Yeah, they're all staring at Lorelei now. They're just the amount of confusion that is happening in these poor motherfuckers' faces is just Also, there's like at least twice the amount that there were before. As far as people on foot.
Yeah, I imagine a giant moonbeam in the middle of the desert would attract a few people.
Yeah, as soon as they see you, they're just they bow their heads.
So whenever you're ready to.
You will ride with me.
Okay.
He tells the others, and reluctantly, the drakes start to move out of the way. And yeah, everyone partners up, and they essentially help you up onto the dragons.
There we go.
So we're riding. It's not a sled anymore. It's the. Okay.
But like I said, things have changed.
Things have changed.
Can I opt to ride in the sled?
Yeah.
I don't want to touch a lizard dragon thing.
They're absolutely insistent that you don't do that. They've already like cut the ropes at this point. They're like, no, and they're kind of like, no, like,
I don't like lizards.
No. Tú necesitas ir por ahí, montarte. Tú no eres para esto. Esto es sucio. Tú no eres sucio. Tú no eres sucio.
Por favor, no quiero.
Oh, let them walk. Let them walk.
Yo, two of them come over and they pick you up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nia's like.
Start mounting you up.
Just holding onto the person and trying not to touch this lizard thing.
Nia's trying not to hold on to either. Just squeezing with legs. And.
All right, everybody give me an animal handling check.
Great.
3.
12.
22.
11.
So everyone except Neve makes it okay. Neve, you missed the lesson in weight in your feet, not in your seat. As you were just like kind of being ragdolled around.
Yeah.
That the person is now just basically holding on to you. From like reach around behind, grabbing you, like hold, like just for fear that you were gonna fly off. But yeah,
Not
you guys
unfounded fear.
have seen throughout this short ride. It's been about 15 minutes. Droves of people that are moving towards that temple right now.
How many are there?
At this point,
Baldlings.
probably about 50 people that you've passed by in total that you've seen.
Ervan, Ervan, what are we walking into here?
A civilization.
How big?
It's hard to say.
You guys come over and you guys can see a decent sized tent city. And the riders are kind of echoing out, and there's echoes being called back out to them. And you guys are moving pretty fast. You guys make it in through a very, very makeshift tent area. You guys make a couple of tents through. There's a couple of people looking confused, and the majority of the people in front of you seem to be warrior type people. But there seems to be a lot of older people, elderly looking people that seem to be kind of moving out as well. They don't really seem to be too focused on you guys, as everyone seems to be kind of paying attention and talking about the moonbeam. They pull up and stop. The head gets off and helps Erevan down, and the rest of them help you. Come with me.
All fours and the sand, like.
All four of us go.
What?
Do you want all four of us to go?
Yeah, everybody. You're all being pretty much led that way. There is a very bright colored tent. The rest of them are pretty much looking desert tones, sad, beige.
That's
This
been rated.
one has multiple colors on it. Looks like it's being made of various different banners sewn together. When you walk
Recognizable or?
all of them. There's plenty of different tribes that you've, not tribes, but clans.
Okay. We'll
You guys-
follow.
Yeah, you guys walk in, and there's a couple of people inside. It seems like they're in the middle of eating, but they've kind of abandoned that and are in a circle elsewhere as they seem to be talking, and everyone stops and looks confused. The leader of them runs up to the small circle. It's very hushed. There's a smell of nightjade, which is a desert flower that typically only blooms in the moonlight on a full moon, but it's very rare to get incense of this sort, so there's a hint of luxury in this.
That's all going at it.
Oh.
That's great.
So if you guys at home ever hear that sound, that's Bandit running. Oop. I don't know if you heard that bark. Little Steve bark.
Oh, Bandit, go.
And she was facing the other way, just so you know. She's moved about 90 degrees. Anyways. You tell him, baby. So, you guys see one person rise. They are very small. But they have layers of furs that are covering over them. Very thick fur-lined hood that comes over their face. And they walk forward. The person leans down towards them, looks back at you guys, looks back at them, and gives a very assured nod, and does a hand motion, which you would recognize, Erevan, as essentially like, I swear on my bloodline. Points to another person. A couple more words are being exchanged, and they step back. The person walks up in front of you guys. Erevan specifically. They pull their hood. And it's a small face of a young human girl. There is no joy in this child's eyes. Their face is scarred, weathered, and they're looking dead at you, absolutely skeptical. Kneel.
I'm
And
afraid I
that's
can't
where
do
we're going
that.
to end it tonight.
All right.
You say Neil.
She said kneel.
Mhm.
God, cooked.
Oh, thank you so much, everybody, for donations tonight. We will have that special item be brought in next game, and I am so excited. So we'll roll on that. Actually, right now. Thank you guys again so much. So excited. Where's my
Thank you all.
Where's my Google?
You made it through a whole session without a natural 20.
I know. I prayed.
Yeah, fair play. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Although I got a dirty 20, but do I roll
You
my
got
own
it
dirty
twice.
20?
You did it to yourself.
I know I did.
I rolled a nat 20 though, but that doesn't count for you guys. Hey Jerbear, roll me a D100.
Oh, here we go. Christmas comes early.
95.
Wow.
That's the whole game. You rolling 8s and 1s.
I know, right?
Double ones! I had advantage and I got double ones.
ones.
That's the second time it's happened in this game.
Oops. I really have to label a lot of my stuff because a lot of my stuff is still under as untitled document. And I'm sorry. Alright, you said 95, right?
Yes.
Ooh, this will be very helpful for you guys. It's a wand of move air.
Ooh.
So, we will have more information on that. I cannot wait. That's actually going to be kind of fun and useful for you guys coming up. So, add to the facade. So, thank you guys so much for joining us. I appreciate you guys for tuning in there and hanging out with us. And, you know, for once, we didn't actually have actual technical issues. We just had bird issues.
Which are better.
Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we'll see you next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat place. And until then, stay tuned and see you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Why? My mouse is too slow, guys. I'm sorry. We're still here. Don't look at me. Everybody pretend like the show's over.